Welcome to Ancient Stones, a glimpse into the past before technological discoveries. A time long ago where people lived off the land and in harmony with the elements. Today, we explore the ruins of Wupatki National Monument, located in northern Arizona. Wupatki is a Hopi word meaning long house.
My name is Al Brimley. I'm an archaeologist with the National Park Service, working for Wupatki National Monument. Wupatki National Monument is a 36,000-acre park situated in northern Arizona, just north of Flagstaff. Wupatki National Monument is also part of a larger region-wide National Park Service program called Vanishing Treasures. Vanishing Treasures is an initiative started up in the mid-1990s by folks in the Park Service who were distraught in the fact that they didn't have funding to adequately preserve these resources, nor did they have personnel to even ascertain what kind of condition their resources were in. And in 1998, Congress authorized funds to establish the Vanishing Treasures program. And since that time, over 41 parks in the arid Southwest have been added to this initiative. Over $7 million has been expended on the Vanishing Treasures program, with about 60% of that money going to conducting ruins preservation projects and architectural documentation projects, and the remaining going to hiring individuals in the parks to provide the needs and preservation of these sites. Wupatki was constructed originally in the early 1100s and was occupied through the early 1200s to 1225. And then we have a drop-off in terms of construction to Pueblo, but we do see it picking up again in 1260. And by all consensus, it appears to have been the folks left the site probably in the early 1270s. Wupatki itself, as a monument to architecture, is pretty significant in that it comprised of about 100 rooms and incorporates various Sonawa traits and Kayenta Anasazi traits. Some of the Sonawa traits is that if you look at the ground plan of the Pueblo, there isn't a single doorway leading to the outside. All the doorways, at least through those first ground floor rooms, were through the roofs, which is a very much of Sonawa trait.
Further on down the trail in Wupatki Ruin, past the amphitheater and really down into the valley below the ruin itself, is what archaeologists have termed as a ball court. This would serve also as a gathering place in terms of people coming together. But we believe it also served a special function in that it was served as a place of sporting events in terms of having soccer-like games there. And ball courts are traditionally found in southern Mexico and places like that. And they are found in southern Arizona, and I believe Wupatki Ruin is the farthest north in which a ball court is found. Moving on from the ball court, there's also a geological feature found here at Wupatki Ruin, which is the blowhole. The blowhole is a series of underground caverns which originated with volcanic activity here in the northern region. The blowhole is pretty unique in that it was here when the inhabitants of Wupatki Ruin were living here at the time, and at certain times of the day it'll either blow cold air out or suck air in. And it really depends on the atmospheric conditions you find here throughout the day. For Hopi people, it's kind of a significant feature in that it links us in the physical world to things that may be happening in another realm of spiritualness, I guess you could say. So for geologists, it gives speculation in terms of, or insight, I would rather say, in terms of to the activity that's occurred here in the past, and also maybe to some of the activity that could occur here in the future. So the blowhole is a pretty neat thing in that it's still in existence, and visitors today can come down and look at it. And on a hot summer day, when it's 100 degrees out here, the blowhole is a pretty nice place to be when it's blowing air that's about 40 degrees out. So it's a pretty neat feature.
Oh, I know him. Somebody down there.
Living in the Southwest, you don't have a lot of building materials, so to speak. We have lumber and things like that, but those are limited resources. You look at places like this, they utilize what they had at hand, and basically that was mud and stone. And there are characteristics of building with those kinds of materials that are beneficial in terms of living with the Southwest. Building with stone and mortar allows you to build thick walls, which in the summertime are really cool, keep interior spaces really cool. In the wintertime, they help insulate the building itself, so you have those kind of environments created through building with those kinds of materials. So in looking at those as archaeologists, we can kind of get an understanding of how they coped with this environment, and maybe we can take some of those lessons and apply them to some of the things we're trying to do here in the Southwest today to create more sustainable living practices and things like that, so we're more in tune with the environment rather than working against it.